Hello! We are recording now.
We are?
Yes. Hi.
Right.
This is ImpyRome. We're playing Imperator Rome, and I'm now joined by wait, do you go by Yuudai or Quendorsof?
Well, I actually am Qurasia on my YouTube channel, I believe.
Okay, we'll link to that YouTube channel in the description.
There'll be a link, and Lennon can call me whatever he wants.
Yeah, I'll just call him Yuudai, I guess. But yeah, we're just playing some ImpyRome. This is we did play a pretty long game a while ago where we conquered most of the sort of Mediterranean and also, well, actually, Yuudai kind of conquered everything, including the Netherlands and the Caucasus. So yeah, this time we're in the western part of the world, or at least we're starting here. Let me get the player map mode.
I'm
So
sure we can migrate elsewhere if we want to.
yes. So Yuudai's over here in sort of the north of France. And oh, you're by the channel. That's cute.
Yes.
And he is playing Morinia, and I'm starting a little bit smaller. I'm playing. What am I playing? Amacia. Amacia. I was thinking of playing something else here, but then we had some problems with different things, as this game tends to have. Yeah.
It's a great game.
It's
Everyone should get it.
it's lovely. It's great. We never rage at nonsense that just happens. But yeah, it's the very inferior cousin to the other Paradox games. But we
One day
love it
it'll be
anyway.
good.
One day it'll be good, and then you can buy it, and it's 200 euros worth of DLC. If we get to that point, if they don't just abandon it. So yeah, my I didn't look at my decisions. My decisions unite Asturia, which is very convenient because, if I remember correctly, half of Asturia is actually in a different region, which is always lovely. And the other decision is to just probably form Greater Iberia, which requires a lot more stuff. But I guess we'll start with Asturia.
Meanwhile, I have Unite Belgica, because I'm Belgian, and form Gaul, because I'm in Gaul, and form Gallaecia, because I'm Celtic. So if I want to, I can go all the way to Turkey to form something.
What? That's... What? I didn't know that was a thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so maybe this game will be really short if I get swallowed up really quickly, or Yuudai gets swallowed up really quickly, although he's in a slightly better starting position. Well, that Menapia next to you does look a bit spoopy.
Yeah, they do. I think I might want to try to take them out first.
But yeah, we'll just be playing and talking, and that's what's gonna happen. I hope I don't forget to talk, because that's like a lot of the times when we're playing this, we're playing for hours, and like sometimes we don't say anything for ages. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
We'll do our best.
Yeah, I don't know what oratory ideas to get. The loyalty is nice, but the corruption minus is also nice.
I typically go for loyalty, especially with tribes, because I believe it should work on the clan chiefs since they lead armies.
Yeah. Okay. Also, yes, if there's any sound problems, we will notice after a while, because we forgot to do a test recording. So
Just winging it.
yeah, so we're just winging this, and we'll see what it's like. I don't know when we'll cut. Probably more than half an hour because these games tend to last really long, and if we would cut every half hour, we would have a lot of just a lot of episodes, I guess, really early on. So we'll see. We'll see how long we'll go for. Oh no, what should my policy be? I never know what my policy should be right at the start. And my omens. And my imports. Hmm. But yeah, that's actually a thing we get right off the bat at the start of the game. If you don't unpause it, you get access to a lot of different trade stuff. Because then, as soon as you start playing, everybody will just snatch up all the trade.
Always really hard to find any trade offers afterwards. Of course, expanding also doesn't help. They'll be mad at you for the aggressive expansion.
I never get aggressive expansion, except that one
Uh-huh.
time I became a pirate and I started taking everybody as slaves. That was cool. Hmm. I guess I'll take civilization change. Oh yeah, I think we're both druidic, right?
I am.
Yeah, I wanted to play as Iberic, but the Iberic, the cultures that have the Iberic religion don't seem to have thing to take all of Spain.
That's not true. There are a lot of Iberic people who aren't pre-Indo-European.
Oh, the Iberian ones, the Iberian culture group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but they're on the east. I wanted to be sort of on the north, which is unfair. But I do think it would be cool to be a pre-Indo-European culture and take Spain. So maybe that's something that we'll do at some later point. But I do like the decisions because they do give you some bonuses. Maybe, you know, once missions happen, which is going to be the next update. Hopefully we'll finish this before the next update though, because yeah, I don't like it when things change halfway through the game.
Neither do I. If they don't make pre-Indo-Europeans interesting, we can always mod the game to let them form Hispania.
This is true. We do have a mod already on that basically just doesn't do the end date, because when you reach the end date, the game just ends. There's no warning. There's no like, oh, would you like to continue? Nope. It just goes into a screen unceremoniously, and it's really, really bad. I'm gonna marry my bodyguard. Or my war chief. He's got great stats. Oh, marry my war chief. I don't know what the stats of the person you get married to do in this game.
It
Not
depends on your
much.
government form.
Oh.
Some governments use the stat of the highest of either your ruler or your spouse to determine which affects your country.
Ah.
But I think that's mostly or only kingdoms. Not quite sure. Might be also some republic forms, but not my current tribal form.
All right. Are we ready to start?
Yeah,
Cool.
let's do it.
Okay, we're playing on speed 2. Because that's the speed we're playing at. That's like the best speed, I think, to play in multiplayer because we don't really pause the game. So yeah, I'm gonna lead my own armies. So I am doing a war council And we're gonna see who we're gonna fight first.
Well, I've already started my first war.
What? What the heck? Who are you fighting? Who are you fighting a war with? Oh my goodness. You're brave.
I figured I'd try to get that inevitable war out of the way quickly.
Oh wait, nobody's allied with me yet. That's not good. Let's try to offer an alliance to these people. And these people. This person's not allied with anyone. So let's just declare a war. I guess. I don't know. I'm so, like, now that we're recording, I'm like, ah!
Are you worried that people will be unimpressed with your playing this
Yeah,
game?
with my life choices. I have this fear. Alright, yeah, I think we're just gonna declare war and we're gonna see what happens, cause I mean if you don't, then I feel like your enemies will just kind of bulk up.
They definitely will.
And I've got a good alliance sort of on the south bit, so I'm thinking of just expanding northwards. So I might. Oh yeah, I can't do anything of the sort. But I will. We have been insulted. How rude. Who insults us? Gigoria? But why? What have I done to them?
They're probably just really rude people.
Those Gigorians. Also, the names of places are, well, they leave a lot to be desired. Gigoria keeps insulting us. Why are you insulting us? They probably want to break that alliance we just made.
Why did they even make the alliance in the first place?
Yeah, also, why are they, give that to me. Oh, yeah, good. Good. I'm just gonna be sieging here. Always be sieging. And that occupation better transfer to me when we finish the siege. I'm not giving my allies nothing. I'm such a great ally. I'm so great.
The best.
to all my buddies.
Speaking of which, my ally is also leading a siege of a place that I really want.
Oh. Oh. Disagreement at the highest level. They have started to spar. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm just gonna become friends with this lady, I guess. I think I clicked the lady. Meh. A lot of the time, the dial, like, it's just not as cool or interesting or engaging as some other games. And I guess at the start we're just sort of doing very little, which is also not very engaging. But hey, we can talk about what you can find on Yuudai's channel.
Yeah, currently lots of videos about Crusader Kings. There should be a video of Imperator Rome coming up soon-ish. where I will talk about some province modifiers that I noticed while playing in Spain, because I like talking about modifiers.
Yeah, and you have videos on things that people might find useful to know, like in Crusader Kings, things about bloodlines, I would seem to recall.
Yeah, I have a lot of videos about, well, literally every single bloodline in the game at this point, almost, I think. I also have
Yeah.
some about the great works that you can find in Crusader Kings.
Oh, cool. I haven't seen that one.
I think I have two of them, yeah. I have two videos on those.
Yeah, I'll have to watch a few. You'll see your Slovenian-based viewership just double. I don't actually know how many views your videos get, but probably quite a bit. I don't know if anyone else is making videos like you are.
Yeah, I do get quite a few views, though I haven't noticed the Slovenian viewer base being particularly high, so that might still double from your views.
Yeah, I mean, Slovenia is #1 when it comes to suggestions that are sent to Paradox about game stuff. Paradox recently said there was a talk and a guy was like, "Yeah, we get the most game ideas from Slovenia for some reason."
Ah,
So
are they all from you?
no, I haven't sent any. I've just sent applications. They didn't want me. Yeah, give me that occupation. Transfer it over to me, you butts. I'm not giving you that. If that occupation doesn't transfer over to me, I am just going to just let them have it. Just let them keep it.
I am now also suffering from the same.
Look at that. That is
I might
such a
just
butt.
let my ally have it. Just be nice.
You are so nice. I don't want my ally because they are already almost enveloping me, and they would envelop me even more if I accepted that. Wait, who else has joined this war now? This person's made some allies. I feel so sorry for these allies, but I am going to try and continue my expansion.
Some more land that's going to be yours. It's very
Yeah,
nice of them to make allies. Very considerate.
yeah, right? But I don't think this is part of the stuff that I need to conquer. But still, we shall conquer it. I might actually take these two and direct them somewhere else. Direct them down there specifically. Oh boy, oh no, no, no. Let's just all go up there because I see an incoming army. Let's maybe add. How are we gonna fix our economy? Well, I'm currently doing 0 research, so we can increase our. Oh, if I increase my taxes, I get 0.01 gold more. That's good to know.
Well, I suppose you're not going to research anything in the next 50 years anyway.
Yeah. That 0.01 gold more is actually. Sure. I'll take it.
Although, I actually have a research efficiency of 12.5%. I feel I value that more than 0.01 gold.
I just have a. Ooh! Ooh! I now have a research efficiency. I didn't before,
You didn't have any, okay.
and now I do. Okay, we're gonna cancel that. Cool. So now I have a research efficiency of 18%, which is,
Oh,
you know,
that's not insignificant.
yeah, we are basically a research powerhouse here in Spain.
At least for tribal standards.
Yep, we are like the Academy of, what are we called? The Academy of Amacia. People come to our little hut in Argentiolum to learn about precious metals. Ever since they've removed getting gold from wars, the start is super slow because it's really difficult to get gold at the start. You're just kind of waiting, and a lot of the time when we were playing, so I was playing Crete, and we were like, so I had conquered all of Crete, and all of this was basically conquered by Phrygia, and there was a defensive league here, so there was nothing I could do but wait for gold, and I would just be like, well, I'll be right back, and the game would just keep running, and I could be away for 10 minutes knowing that nothing's gonna go wrong. I wasn't ever away for 10 minutes, but 5 I think. I came back and it was just like, now I have more gold. Some automated stuff happened. Maybe some people argued with each other. Not much else.
At least you got some gold. My giant tribe never made money.
Oh yeah, and you had like, I was a research powerhouse actually, and I had like the top research in the game, and you had nothing. Oh, Scythia's not doing very well.
I had manpower.
You had manpower, but you had all your tech on 0 for ages, which I thought was funny.
I think I reached 1 like 5 years before the end date.
Yep, I think it was something like that. Oh, come on, you can do it, folks. You can conquer this place. We're at 42% besiegedness. You can do it. You got this. Maybe you don't got this. You got this. There we go. We got this. My ally seems to have broken their face on the enemy, which is good, because it means I get to occupy all the things. And we are not getting this. Arrgh! Can I get my ally to go away from the war? I don't need them anymore. I wish I could say that. Like, no, it's fine. You helped. Now I don't need you in the war, because we're about to split the spoils.
That's a bit harsh. Remind me not to be your ally. Yeah, well, I won my war.
Well, my war seems to just keep expanding.
That can be good, I suppose.
What? Well...
And I already managed to split my country into 2 parts.
You did what? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to send these people away. You split your... Oh.
Well, my ally had an occupation that I could not do much about, so I let him have it.
Lovely. You have 21 territories. It's pretty good.
Took out our biggest threat in the region, at least.
I'm certain gonna be like a little spidery country once this war is over, because the occupation that I have is just like little... It's not one big blob, it's instead some stringiness.
Is there a player map mode in the game?
Yes!
There it is. I can see your occupation now.
Oh, that's really nice. That's useful.
Currently
Unlike
looks
most
like you'll be a
things.
little snake, but I see how that's going to turn into a spider. Nice.
Mm-hmm. And at least it's all in Gallaecia, which wasn't the fortune I had the last game when I was in Spain. I was playing as Zoelia, and as you can see, Zoelia, which is this green bit, um, the the region of Zoelia isn't actually in Zoelia or the territory. So yeah, that was fun. The other thing is Zoelia, as you can see, is in Lusitania, but because Zoelia is Asturian, my sort of first objective was to get Asturia, Septentrionalis and Meridionalis. So that was stupid. It was really bad. And I actually did conquer quite a bit, I think. Like, I conquered the northwestern part of Spain pretty well. But then Carthage happened. Actually, everything happened at once back then, right? I had, like, France was one big thing. I had managed to defeat them, and then I got a revolt, and then I got Carthage, and
And then
then
everybody joined in the fun.
yeah, and then I ended up with one single, with Gigia as my only, like, I was a city-state. I went from basically being the largest power in Spain to a city-state within, I would say, 5 years? Less?
A city-state that had some serious food problems.
Yes, some serious food problems. Then was that the time I ended up just having slaves and nothing else?
Until they left you.
Yeah, and then I had a slave revolt, literally having nothing. Nothing but slaves. Oh, that was a very exciting time. And all of that happened because there was a snowball, because of something really stupid. Because I was like, oh, if I conquered this territory for myself, that'll be too much. So I'll just make them like a client of some sort. They're like a tributary or something. So as a tributary, that will mean, hopefully they'll contribute less to unrest or something. I was wrong. They didn't. Second thing I was wrong about, because I made them a tributary, it actually allowed Carthage to declare war on them to declare war on me, because Carthage couldn't declare war on me because we had a treaty. I had given them some territory in a war because I was like, I don't want to fight Carthage, I'll just give them this and they'll leave me alone for a couple years. But because they didn't have a treaty with my tributary, they could attack it, and I automatically got dragged into the war, literally like a couple months after I sort of gave them some stuff to deter having an all-out war with Carthage. And their demands in this second war had nothing to do with me, so I couldn't actually end the war by just giving them something, because their demands were not something that I was involved in. Their war was with my tributary, not with me. I was just pulled into the war, and I couldn't pull out. It was so stupid. So I couldn't give them some demands that they had. Like, usually a war is over a territory, like over one region, province. And in that case, it wasn't over one province, so their demands could just be whatever. So when I did the suggested demands, it was literally all of my territory. So that was nice.
Really silly that it works that way, considering if you guarantee someone and you have a truce with, for example, Carthage, they can't declare war on the guaranteed person, even if they don't have a truce with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really, really stupid. But, we just decided to end that game. You were Egypt, right? Or no, you weren't Egypt, you were Kush.
Yeah,
And you
did
got
I manage
Egypt.
to form Egypt?
I think you did. I think you managed to get Egypt. Yeah, it was really interesting though. Like, you got pushed all the way down into the corner and the edge, and you managed to come back from it, which was really cool.
It was an interesting game as Kush.
Yeah. Also, I'm seeing my mic pick up like my mouth sounds, and I'm really displeased because I'm not planning to do any editing, because I don't have any good editing software. Like, I could use Lightworks, which would decrease the quality of the recording, or I could use Photoshop, which doesn't do sound. and
You don't say.
it's like Photoshop is good for editing video if like you have a really good super machine that lets you edit video really well and sort of, you know, because it does the live rendering a lot more poorly than, let's say, some of the other Adobe video editing software. So yeah. Plus, I don't think I'll have Photoshop in a few days because I don't have the money to renew it. Wee. But yeah. So there won't be any editing. There might be mouth sounds, which is annoying. Maybe I can start an ASMR channel where people make those like noises with their like the sort of weird slimy noises that people love.
Oh,
That'll be my third channel. Be
it's a lovely way to describe it.
well, that's what it is. They go like, and it's like that's what people love. And they're just like, I'm just going to, and they're whispering. I can't whisper because I don't know how well it's gonna pick it up. But they're whispering like, I'm just gonna put this sticky lip gloss on my mouth, and then they smack their lips, and it's like, okay,
Do you think there'd be a market for some Imperator Rome themed whispering?
we're just going to invade Lusitania.
We are now going to salt the earth?
You have to have an actual salt shaker. You could do like.
Ah, yes.
um. Oh, what? Um. Let the men roam freely.
Oh dear.
Okay.
You're that
So,
kind of ruler, huh?
well, you know, it's just that. That's just how it is. Right. Oh boy, so many pop-ups. Let's lose some aggressive expansion. Tiburia wants to be an ally. Oh, Tiburia, you're the one that's next on my radar. So I'm going to decline that offer. But thank you kindly. Oh, what's my we have 10 territories. All this warring and we only have 10?
How many did you start with, though?
3!
You more than tripled in size.
I guess so. But yeah, so here we are. Oh boy. Trade routes. Wait, is this gonna be my capital though? I don't know if I want to do too many trade route improvements in the region because I don't know if that's gonna be my capital in the end. I might make Gigia my capital again. Or Flavionavia. Flavionavia. I feel like that might make more sense. Making your capital coastal? That's a thing that makes sense, right? Oh, but Gigia has the port. That's why I made a thing in Gigia.
Ports are always very nice. Does give you that population capacity bonus.
Yeah.
Rivers are good too, though.
They are? How do I see rivers? Give me rivers. Show me the rivers. Gosh. Ugh. Oh, everyone wants to import stuff from me now.
Ah, yes. That happened to me as well when I conquered my neighbor. Suddenly, you have stuff. Give it to
Yeah.
us?
Let's reduce our fort maintenance for now. Oh, we've already been going for over half an hour. Oh, maybe we should go until like 45-ish minutes. I don't know. This is really bad, but I don't think I've actually watched anyone play Crusader Kings or any other Paradox game, so I guess it's a little hypocritical of me to make these to make these videos. I should watch a couple to see what people do.
I
um
don't watch any either.
I mean, I watch a lot of um I've watched some stuff in more management games, so things like Oxygen Not Included and Factorio, because in those games it is a bit more creative about how you do stuff. And here I like the narrative aspect of these games, so what I do is I usually read after action reports for Crusader Kings. I really like that when people make up the stories and stuff. So I really like that.
I used to read those too. It's also how I initially learned to play the games, because once upon a time, I too was really bad at all Paradox games.
Oh, I don't remember that time for myself. No, I definitely what was my first? I think I might have gotten Thing. What's the one that's in Japan?
Sengoku?
Sengoku. I got it off remember CDs?
Hmm. Yes, I do remember these arcane devices.
Yeah, I think I may have gotten it off a CD. Um Oh no, I've just entered into an alliance that I shouldn't have. Who am I allied with now? Who did I... Did I... Oh, okay. Um... And Giguria has broken our alliance? Well, that gives me a Casus Belli. It sure does, my funky friends! But I don't really have a lot of manpower. It might be a bad idea.
Ah, yes. Manpower. I'm starting to run out of those as well.
Oh, manpower. That thing to just waste everybody's time.
That thing where if you have very little of it, every single neighbor is going to declare war on you because they smell weakness.
Mmm. What a lovely smell. Well, I guess we'll just wait for manpower. Slowly. It might not be a bad idea to do, business investments. How much do these import routes bring to us? 22 cents. Even if it's not going to be my capital province in the end. I guess it never hurts to entice some business investments. Right? We are enticing stuff. But yeah, I think like a less than an hour long episodes is probably a good length.
Uh, Probably people won't want to spend more than an hour watching an episode, I suppose.
Yeah, all my viewer base. Like, my big viewer base. Well, we'll see.
I have noticed on my own videos that the average person does tend to drop after half of the video.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I really like watching stuff that's just like someone, there's a slow game, there's someone talking, and then they do something interesting. Like I have it on my other screen, and something interesting happens, and I'm like, ooh, what this? Um, but otherwise I'm just sort of in thing. Ooh, Gravia broke their alliance with us. Well then.
That is also how I watch videos. I like have a video open on my second screen and then I just play my own game and then if something interesting is happening, I pause my game and look at what's going on.
Yeah. It's basically the way to play Paradox games. You just need to have something on your other screen. Like Critical Role, that's 4 hours of Crusader Kings. Actually, Crusader Kings I find quite interesting, so a lot of the time I don't need something playing if I'm really sort of speeding through it or if I have some really tight objective. But once you get to that state where you're just like the biggest thing, and you're just like, well, it's time to declare war. Well, it's time to wait out this thing that I have to wait out. Then it's fine.
Or when you're so tiny that you just can't do anything.
Yeah, like right now. We're very broke, very tiny. What am I looking for? Oh, these icons. Don't get me started on these icons.
Well, I have just gone up in rank.
What? Already?
Yes.
Were you fighting another war?
Maybe.
How'd you do that? I don't have enough manpower to fight another war. Oh,
Well, at this point I don't have manpower anymore either, but
let's see. Yeah, these guys will just have them.
I was optimistic. And it seems to be paying off.
Mm. Like yeah, I do have 14 cohorts and these people have 8. I have 6,000 manpower, these people have 14,000. So I guess it kind of balances out. But then they just, then it just happens and you just end up not having any troops. And it's like, oh.
And the concern with low manpower is, of course, that other people can also declare wars on you.
Yeah. Maybe if I declare war and let my allies go in first.
Then you might just end up seeing all of your allies lose all of their troops and then you're all by yourself in the war.
Well, I do have 3 allies and this person has 2. So that's a boon. Oh, everything is so expensive and I have no money. Ah, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Maybe we can cut a pig for increased stability, for better bonuses, but I don't know if cutting the pig is worth it, to be honest. We used to cut a lot of pigs.
Stab them all.
Yeah, but then political influence can be spent on so many other things that are good. Oh, maybe I should fix my policies. Like fixing your policies.
What policies are you using?
Just random ones, it seems. I have acquisition of wealth in my capital. I still haven't done the math whether that actually makes it better for me as a player or just for the character.
I suppose plus 9% tax is likely to have the biggest improvements that you can get. Well, your capital might benefit more from the commerce one. Of course, bleed them dry is an option, but that's going to cost you in food and unrest, so that's not fun.
Yeah. Although at the start. Right. Business investments, but nothing to buy. Nothing to import. How much does this drilling cost? Ooh, too much. We could be drilling for better military experience. And then declare war when we've drilled ourselves to max. That could be a plan.
At least as high as you can get with drilling.
Yeah. And in the meantime, our manpower can recover as well. And that's about all that we can do at this point. Sure. Let's do some drilling. We're gonna drill all the way to the core of the earth.
I think you need a higher technology level for that.
That's why we're drilling. Let's see how this affects our thing when the month changes. Oof.
We might need to convert again to Stellaris if you want to drill to the core of the Earth.
Oh, we haven't played Stellaris actually.
It's been quite a while since I last played it myself.
I only played it, I think, on release, and then later when they changed the way that the drives of the ships worked. The different... Like,
when they removed a bunch of them.
Yep, exactly. But then I haven't played it since the pop, like the way that pops and the whole like planet view works. I haven't played since then, so
That was quite a change.
yeah, might be worth having a dip into that. I've been thinking of recording playthroughs of the challenges in Crusader Kings. I think that might be something that's maybe more interesting to some people, because you're actually doing the challenges. But I don't know, how long did it take you to get them done? Like, or an individual one?
I only did one of them actually so far. How long did it take me? Not sure. The interesting part didn't take too long. And then there was like 50 years of waiting for my mother to kick the bucket to get the last 2 counties. Since I didn't want to murder my mother, that'd be, you know, rude, especially when I'm just her heir. Anyway, I'd get the land eventually, and yeah. But that part took a while.
That
I took all the French land pretty quickly, and then I got my mother to be the Duchess of Cornwall, I believe. And then she stayed dead for a long time. Now, I have concluded my second war, and I am now running a deficit.
Oh boy. That didn't rename itself, I'm annoyed. Oh, someone died. Someone is guilty. Whatever. Can we import stuff? I wish this would go away if you can't import anything. Unused trade routes.
That'd be
Warning.
good.
I don't know whether I want to be a monarchy or a republic in this playthrough. I was a republic in the last one. It was quite interesting. I don't think I've actually played a monarchy. Have I? I don't know.
I think you've mentioned playing a monarchy at some point in a general sense. Don't think you have in multiplayer though.
Yeah, I think I played it when I played the Icenia playthrough where I actually managed to get all of Britain. It wasn't very interesting. That's the problem. Like the Republic gives you more mechanics, I guess.
Yeah, monarchy is just whenever your monarch dies, you might have a bunch of pretenders, but other than that, there's not much going on.
Yeah. I mean, right now we don't have much going on. We just have people waving. Just have people waving.
Smile and wave.
They don't look like they're smiling. They don't look too happy. Also, wait, do they have mustaches? They do! They have little mustaches. They're all gingers. I approve of this.
These are the things you find out when there isn't much going on.
Yeah, I approve of our ginger-only army. Recently, we have seen that our wise one, Dumnakoveros Viridorius, why are all these names repeating all the time? As well as those under his charge, have been doing a disappointing job. It seems people having issues with them keep reporting back they are difficult to work with. He claims it's simply a matter of bureaucracy being difficult and that the funds for his office have been lacking lately. What? This is a really weird event. Like, it doesn't really tell me anything interesting that happened. Cool.
Someone is upset.
Yeah. Now to find a nation to conquer. What does that mean? I didn't read. I didn't read what it said because I had the other thing.
Did Rome lose their war against Etruria? They did, didn't they?
Oh, Rome. Wait, is Rome gone? Oh,
No, but
it's
they
over
did
there.
lose some land.
Rome. Also, boy. There's boy. We stand a boy. Hey, where's the political map mode? I like the boy. Okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it has been 53 minutes, so I think we can sort of cut here. And when we come back, ooh, is there a war going on? There
When we're
is.
back, we'll find out whether there's a war going on.
When we come back, we'll find out whether I'll be declaring war on Gigoria or whether I have waited too long because they have gotten a third ally. But yeah. If you watch this, thank you for watching, and don't die.